is.
Guess who's back, St.
Ha!
Paul?
You better
Back in the building,
let
baby.
the people know.
I'm just saying. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I appreciate Pastor filling in for me while I was away, though. He did a phenomenal job.
That was I was so glad I was able to catch him, and for him having the time and to do it, I thought he did a good job.
I thought y'all did a very good job. He may need to do it more often.
I think he does.
He looked like he enjoyed it.
If you want Pastor to do that more often.
He probably act like he did, but he enjoyed it.
If you want Pastor to do that more often, to join one of us, because it doesn't have to be all three of us, to join one of us here doing This Week at the Paul, let us know. Drop it in the comments.
Below. We want to hear.
Hey.
There we go.
Hey, Rakesha.
What's up, Rakesha?
We were just talking about that yesterday when you do that. We always think of you now. Monica, Director of Communications and Special Projects here at St. Paul. You are?
Reverend Lewis, a.k.a. D-Dub. We here, folks.
Here we are with This Week at the Paul for the week of May 6th.
Yep.
Even though today's May 7th, you know we always do this on a Tuesday. So, hello
Pamela.
Hi, Pamela. How are you? Good to be back. Good to be live. Good to have my sidekick back with me. Like I said, even though Pastor did a great job, but you were away at a wonderful conference that when I tell you he's been telling me all about it since he got back.
Yo, it was life-giving. I got saved all over again.
Is that right?
I did.
Okay.
I got saved all over again.
Well, that's great. That is awesome.
So a lot of new friends, a lot of new connections was made. A lot of things.
So some old friends.
You know. Yeah, some old
like
friends.
Reverend Raquel
Gill. I saw my sis. But other than
was
that,
Reverend Williams there?
Yeah, I was gonna say Portia Williams, Reverend Williams. She was there too.
Shout out to my sorors, Reverend Gill, Reverend Williams,
and Pastor
Gabby
Cujo Wilkes. She was there.
He's gonna keep.
Yeah, the list could go on. I mean, my village grew there. Like,
wow!
It's more dope. So it was very good being there in Indianapolis, and it was rainy though, so we didn't really get to be too much out in a way. But other than that, the area was pretty nice. And then we had one scary moment where some white folk came behind us as all of us went out to eat. Yeah, that was very traumatizing, but we made it.
Y'all made it.
We alive.
Amen.
So, to our news for this week is as follows. So hold the date. As we know, Spring Revival 2019 is underway. Here we will have none other than the Reverend Dr. Lance Watson, who will be bringing the word May 20th through May 22nd. So be sure to mark that on your calendar, May 20th through the 22nd. And each night service will begin, I believe, probably nightly at 7 p.m. as always, but we don't have the official start times yet, but more than likely probably be at 7 p.m. each night. It will not be broadcast, so don't ask. Oh. So be in the space. Be
my
in
mercy.
the place. Oh, my bad. That was too upfront. My bad. Find your seat and be in the place. So that way you could get the word. However, if you're not able to make it, I'm sure it will be recorded and you could get the audio CDs or whatever after it's been made and they package it. So.
Yep. So remember, it's a Monday. We usually start any type of revival on a Tuesday, but
that
this one with Dr. Watson, he's always Monday to Wednesday. If he's ever coming here, he's always Monday to Wednesday. Like, I don't think he's ever come on a Tuesday. So Monday to Wednesday, even though the church is closed, it will be open for that evening.
Oh, good point. Yeah, we are closed on Mondays. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's his schedule. Like, it's always been that way. His schedule only affords him to come
Monday to Wednesday. Okay.
And for that, we make the exception, obviously. So, looking forward to Dr. Watson. If you haven't seen him, you might want to. You could check him out. Check out some clips on YouTube or something. But you really need to see him in person because
it's a whole nother experience.
It really is. He's so unassuming and just so. And then next thing you know, your wig is peeled back. So, am I right? So, that's revival. That's all.
That's all.
That's all.
That's all for that week.
All right. So next we're going to talk about, you know what it is, Grief Share. I heard we have some new people that came last week. I was not here.
Nice.
Yeah, I was out of town. Nice. Thanks to Elders Booker and Lee and Yvonne Hildman, Yvonne Williams and because Carla was out of town as well.
Get your soror.
I see. I mean, but is it true? For holding down the fort because Carla was away as well at the Jewel Retreat, which I heard was amazing. So Grief Share, we're back at it this weekend. I believe we're in session 5. 10:30 to 12:30 in the Imagine Family Life Center across the street from the church. As we've said before, each session stands on its own. So it doesn't matter that you've missed sessions. It's not about missing. It's about coming through and just getting the healing that you need. Thank you to those people who were new, who came out. Thank you to the people who have been coming out in this cycle. When we thought about restarting so quickly behind the last session, because we just ended the other session of 13 weeks in February, I believe it was, and we just took a month off and then came back in early April. We were like, oh gosh, but it has been such a blessing because there have been so many new faces. Yes, Myra, people kicking over the pews. Absolutely. I'm not, it's real with Dr. Watson. But yeah, you can learn more about Grief Share by visiting their website griefshare.org, or stopping by in the office and pastor's office and having a little chit chat with me. Grief Share has been such a blessing to my life after losing my father, like I have said before, in September 2017, and it came right on time as a program. And every single person, I have not heard any person who's attended Grief Share say, I don't like it, it didn't help me, it didn't work for me, whatever. I mean, it's a really, really well done program, and I really encourage you to come out. If you lost someone, you lost them recently, you lost them 25 years ago, come out and just get this healing, because that's what it's all about.
Get this healing.
Am I right?
Hashtag get this healing.
Hashtag get this healing. Somebody drop that in the comments. Hashtag get this healing. Grief Share.
Nice ring to it. I like it. That's
Grief
a t-shirt.
Share, Saturdays at 10:30.
Come get this healing.
And our Angel Heart Ministry is presenting the Peace of Mind workshop. That's what it's called, on Saturday, May 18th at 10 a.m. here at the church. And it's going to be facilitated by Mr. Corey J. Von Daniel, Funeral Directors LLC. And the workshop is just going to give you all the insights that you need to prepare yourselves and your family for a topic that we do not like talking about, but I gotta talk about it because it's inevitable, is transitioning. And the best gift that you can give to your family is to prepare, have your documents in order, even have your homegoing preferences in order. Because, I mean, listen, you don't want your family putting somebody up there to talk that you really don't want to talk on your behalf. I mean, or like, when you have passed away, or for them to not really know what your wishes are. And in this workshop, that's what Mr. Von Daniel will be talking about, in addition to other things like power of attorney and wills and your beneficiaries. I got to change my beneficiaries, actually.
Your trust
and pre-planning your homegoing service, because you can pre-plan and you can pay in advance. So it's like when you pass away, it's not just this big, if you don't big bill, if you don't have insurance, please, I hope you have insurance, because that's the first order of setting up your family, quite frankly. But if you don't, at least if you prepaid for your services, that's not going to be an expense that they will have to incur, and it's doable, and it's not hundreds of dollars a month. It's not going to knock you out, but just come through and get the information, because an informed person is all that much better, as opposed to somebody just kind of walking around in a daze and not getting anything done, thinking, oh, it'll just kind of come together as it comes together. And I guess it will, but in that time frame, when you lose someone, you don't know what you're doing. Your mind is, especially if it's someone very near and dear and close to you, you don't know where your mind is. And you already have to do these arrangements. And if someone can pick up a book and it's because it is written in your own hand, or it's a document that was a will or something like that, and it's just right there.
It makes it a whole lot easier.
A whole lot easier. Like, I can't even stress it enough. So I really hope that the space that we have it in, which isn't confirmed yet, but it's here at the church. We just don't know if it's going to be Elders Hall or sanctuary or chapel or whatever yet, wherever it's going to be. But I hope that it's a really packed house, because this is information. Listen, when it's something people got to rehearse for, when it's something, some sort of concert, some sort of something, like of entertainment purposes, people know how to be passing themselves. But when it's to get serious information like this, sometimes we be seeing tumbleweeds fly through, and that's not the way that it is, because everybody's going to get to this point of having to later rest someone.
As Pastor always says, like, everyone have their day on the front row. Like, everyone have their day in their time. So why not, like, try to go ahead and work in advance, then wait for that moment to come crashing, and then it's just like a whole hectic occasion where basically you could have left your family to allow you to transition more smoothly. You know what I'm saying? To have a better transition, a healthier transition. But I think in that it's not only helpful for you, but I see it more as also a way to care for your family so that your family could actually grieve in a healthier way. Because I think some families aren't really able to grieve because for the most part they're trying to figure out this part. You know what I'm saying? So just like they're not even able to grieve because they're constantly working through it, and then that's why by the time they finally get a chance to breathe and actually sit in the moment, it hits them as hard. Where I think if people didn't have to worry about this so much and it was just laid out from the get-go, they could just actually go through it in a healthier way and you could transition well. So that's that.
Not gonna keep beating that dead horse. See you there. Rakisha, I saw your comment, and
I was gonna say we saw that.
All right, so I'm gonna see you this weekend, right? That's what you're saying? I see you.
We see you.
I see you.
So, along that line, from the Women's Jewel Ministry.
Woo! Look at this. Again, I have all my colors.
I know.
Do you see this?
You always being sync
and
with
I don't
that,
even think about it like that. But yes, black, silver.
Dope. You just dope.
And then my original color, purple.
Right. I was gonna say you got it all day.
I mean, come through.
You feeling yourself.
You
feeling yourself.
Come on.
You feeling yourself. You feeling yourself. Feeling mine. Okay, I think I only in that mode because I just finished watching Homecoming yesterday. So
okay.
That joint was fire though. But I think I'm still in Bay mode. Baychella. Okay, I'm here. But the Peridot Collective will be meeting this Wednesday, May 8th. Immediately following the noonday watch in the chapel.
So that's tomorrow.
So don't do that, X. I see you. But yes, that is tomorrow. I need you to log off. Matter of fact, X, just log off. You being very shady right now. But that meeting is tomorrow. Following noonday service in the chapel. So all the Peridot collectives, please be sure to meet immediately following service.
Yes. And also from the Jewel Women's Ministry, they're not meeting this month, but the Jewel Collective meetings will be happening in June 1st. So you can, if you're not sure what Jewel Collective you're in, you just heard me talking about mine. My current one is Diamond, women 40 to 49. When I first got to St. Paul, I was an Amethyst. Purple, women 30 to 39. But if you're not sure of your Jewel Collective, go onto the website spcbc.com/Jewel Ministry, and you can check out there all the collectives and hold the date for June 1st to come out to your collective meeting. You can check the bulletin and the screens and social in a couple days when we start posting stuff as to when your collective is meeting, or even stop by the Jewel Ministry office, knock on the door, speak to Miss Gloria or any one of the Council Wise Jewels or any one of the women in leadership. And they'll be able to tell you the Ruby meeting is this time, or the Diamonds meet at this time. A diamond, I should know. The Diamonds will meet from 10 to 11:30. That I do know. But everybody else, grief share, right? I will. I will be in grief share that day. Yeah. But so come on out. If any woman is a jewel. It's not about, you don't got to get membership into Jewel Ministry. If you are a woman at St. Paul Community Baptist Church, you are a jewel. Period. The end. Any woman is a jewel, really. It's not even about being, the way we see it, any woman is a jewel. Women out on the street in our community are jewels. Hey. So
I'm all for that.
But, certainly if you're a member of this church, you're a jewel. And you should definitely engage with your Jewel Collective because there's a lot to learn, a lot of insight. Like I said, I heard they just came back from retreat last week in Stamford, Connecticut. I heard that it was a really great time. And a lot of healing, a lot of tears. Some growing. Yeah. So, yeah. Maybe well, it's after the fact. We probably should have done it this week. I was going to say maybe we would get somebody who was there on to talk about it, but who knows? Maybe we still will.
We'll recruit somebody. Y'all know how we do. We'll get somebody. We would definitely get somebody. And then really just to wrap up, be sure, keep a heads up for June. As we know, it's Men's Month. Things are forthcoming and be informed still, but keep an eye out as details and events and things are listed soon on our platforms or in our announcements, or as you know, always here at the Paul, we'll let you definitely know here. So just keep an eye out for Men's Month coming up in June. Is that all, Miss Breton?
Oh, I have a scholarship.
Oh,
I forgot. See, we back.
We back, Saints.
Right.
We back.
Yes. So the scholarship actually is for women today. So girls and women, girls 17 and older, girls/women 17 and older, and it's $2,500, and it's the Houzz HOUZZ scholarship program. And who can apply? They welcome students ages 17 or older at interior design, architecture, landscape architecture, and architectural engineering schools in the United States and Canada. To apply for one of 3 scholarships, like I said, is $2,500. And this is open to students currently enrolled in an undergraduate or graduate design architecture program. Let's see. Applicants are required to complete a survey about your education, career goals, and to answer an essay question. So what we'll do is, like we always say, put it in the comments later. We're about to have a great guest. If I didn't step my job up last week in Lewis's absence, Reverend Lewis's absence, this guest right here, come on, join us.
You can have my seat, Queen.
Yes. Ooh. Queen Mother Sarah Plowden is here with us, folks.
You want to tell us about the retreat, Queen?
That's what I came for, to tell you about the retreat.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you for watching, and thank you for coming to tell us. Go on. Oh, so we'll post the scholarship in the comments later, but this is more important. Right. Go.
The retreat was a culmination of 35 years of women's ministry.
Okay.
And so we have left a legacy. The newer women, emeralds and amethyst, they will make a whole nother another legacy.
Okay.
You know.
Yes.
They will determine what the church of the future will be. Okay. So for me, during the 70s and 80s, we stood up and we learned how to have a voice. Stood up and speak up.
Yes.
But this group are going to put changes. Woo! That we all need to get ready for.
Okay.
That's the real deal.
The other thing about the retreat was that while we had the plenary session and Reverend Gill was excellent as usual, but we also had social worker that presented in a way that was much needed for us. She dealt with our personalities. Mac.
Yes, I'm about to say Cassandra Mack.
Nice.
Sandra, she was very good. You know, in the smaller workshop, Monica, Carla made you look good.
Carla is, like we've always said, our servant leader, Minister Carla Gittins, over Grief Share and Congregational Care more broadly. So
get it, Carla.
And I'm her staff liaison. That's why Mother said that.
And the emeralds and amethyst had a continuation of their city town meeting. Their town meeting that they had, of course. Yes. And they had it in a luncheon.
Oh, nice.
They talked about changes that they wanted in the ministry and the changes that they saw that was possible. It means that we as older women have to look at,
say it like in
who we are, what we represent, and that there are women behind us who will make an impact. We have to stretch a little further.
Yeah.
Some of the things that they want, I didn't necessarily want them. I didn't necessarily need them. But I have to support them and let them feel my support as they go through their changes.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. I'm serious. It's like, okay, I'm satisfied. This is okay. I did this, I did that. But they said we can do more. And we want more.
Wow.
And let's do it.
Good.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah,
I know. I love that.
The retreat was wonderful. I hope you do love it because they will be on your back, in your face.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Wait, Mother, where you going?
Hold on.
Who doesn't, for those who don't know, Queen Mother Sarah Plowden is the first director of women's ministry at St. Paul. Here, under, let's be, the first one I know about. Let me say that. I'm sure that, because the church started in 1927. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure there were other directors of women's ministry. We don't know who they are, but the one that really stood up and said back then, 35, almost 40 years ago now, more than 40 years ago, close to the way you looking.
Are you going to tell my age?
Mother, everybody knows. She acted like everybody doesn't know. Everybody knows her age. When she came and said to Dr. Youngblood, we need a women's ministry. And he said, oh, is that right? Well, hi, director. Is that what he did?
No.
Oh.
5 years I had to.
Keep saying it
Over and over again. Mm. And it came about because we had a male ministry. Mm-hmm. And when God changed the men and they became our position in our ministry, mm-hmm. what were the women going to do? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We couldn't do the same thing. Mm-hmm. We didn't have the kitchen. We didn't have the kids because mm-hmm. they had their own department. Mm-hmm. And we were very much needed. Mm-hmm. So it came our time to stand up and speak up.
Right. Mm-hmm. So you were like the emeralds and amethyst back then.
Oh no, I was a.
No, but I'm saying in terms of speaking up and the push and talking and stuff.
Yeah, I was.
You see this history and legacy here, right here, sitting with us?
You never know until you ask questions.
Exactly. And now she has gone on. She's held, Mother, how many jobs you done held in here? Many jobs that she has held, and now she is our chief prayer intercessor. And that's the most important job.
That's the hardest job.
Yes. She and I had a great conversation about this once, about how hard that job is.
You want to tell them, Queen?
Well, see, God doesn't have a schedule. Mm. Whenever you're, most things you can schedule, the jewel meetings, you can schedule the grief share. Mm-hmm. But if he decides that he want to drop on you who to pray for, mm-hmm. he don't care.
Right.
When it's 2 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's the truth.
If you're out on a date having a good time. Mm-hmm. And as Mother Brett used to say, I would be on the dance floor and then God said, you got to pray for somebody. She said, and I couldn't even stop my dance.
I love that.
Right.
So I enjoy it. And I'm beginning to see the results of her teaching and my teaching. Mm-hmm. Because there's help. We have more help than we had before.
Yes. Yes.
But it is a great job.
Yes.
Okay.
And folks, I have gone to Mother Plowden within the last, 4 months or something, 4 or 5 months. And I know she's always praying for me, but I went to her with something very heavy on me. And she spoke into my life. And from that moment, I could see the forest for the trees. I could see way clearer. And she was just very matter of fact about what I needed to do. And the point was...
You sure she helped you or she tore you a new one?
No.
Queen
She helped.
Mother be tearing me a new one.
She helped me.
But I
the biggest thing was that I had to be faithful. And if I'm going to say that I believe in God and I believe and trust in what God is saying through Mother Plowden, then I need to just do it. It can't be about I'm afraid, I don't want to, I can't do that. I just had to go on ahead and do it. When I tell you that it was just like, as soon as I did it, it was just like the doors and the blessings just blew out and still blow my mind. If Myra, if you're still on, you can say amen because you know everything I'm talking about.
She was fussing earlier saying we didn't see her comment. I just want to nod you as we did see your comment about Queen Mother was coming. That's why I went to the door. I just want you to know that.
Oh.
Okay, can I go now?
No, there was one more thing that I wanted to say about Queen Mother is that, folks, also because she is sitting up, she is literally praying for us, like, constantly, like very constantly, regularly, constantly. We need to keep her lifted in prayer too.
Agreed.
Because she's a human being. She's not like a robot. She's not a person that's just like, she's just there to sit and pray all day. She has a life. Did you know Mother Plowden got 3 sons and several grandkids and great grandkids?
And I'm practicing and praying to be date ready.
Well then.
Okay, you can go now.
And you heard it first here.
Thank you, Mother, for stopping by and giving that insight. It was great. So, we're done. I think there's nothing else to say now. Am I right?
I mean, you messed me up. I was going to actually ask Queen Mother to pray us out, but you kicked her out.
Well, I didn't want to do that because of that other thing.
No, I heard you. But, however, on that note, we do have some content of Queen Mother that should be released this week. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you all will enjoy it.
I know you will. So thank you guys for joining us today. If we see you around campus this week, excellent. Otherwise, we will see you this Sunday's Mother's Day.
It sure is.
Happy early Mother's Day to all the mothers. And you don't have to be a biological mother to be a mother to people.
Sure
yeah. So
yeah, I got my mother's flowers being sent to her Mother's Day.
Why are you talking? Does she know that? Or did you just blow it up? Who's to say she's not going to watch?
She's not going to watch. She better not watch.
You're very big mouth, sir. So that's a line from a movie. Do you know what movie that is?
Say it, Miss Britton, because I know you like to always pick on my age. What is it?
It's a movie you know.
It is a movie I know?
It is.
Oh, I can't think about it right now.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, yeah. Eddie Murphy. I'm sorry.
Yes. When he went into the customs warehouse. But anyhow.
Forgive me.
Thanks for watching. See you this week. If not, see you, like we said, on Sunday for on Mother's Day. So you know people like to come out when they bring their mom to church. So
seeing me,
get here so you can get your seat and a word from Pastor, and that's that, right?
That's that. And we'll be continuing our series. There Was a Woman. So.
Oh yes, yeah. Pastor spoke a little bit about that last week when he was here, so you can go down and watch last week's if you didn't. It's early on in the video that he talks about it, so you can check it out. And y'all know what it is. I'm hungry, so it's time for me to go. Peace.
Peace.